Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever this video finds you, I hope you're having a rad time. I'm the Figure Dude, and on today's Work in Progress Wednesday, we take a look back at one of the Extreme Originals, the last ever ECW champion, Rhyno. Without further ado, let's talk about some figures, dude. Like I said, we are working on Rhyno, and there's not going to be a lot that I have to do. The parts I did change. So I think everyone knows this Rhyno had the most colossal shoulder, shoulder pieces, just massive, and it looked comically bad. Now the arms, I don't love the arms. I don't know why they picked such gigantic arms. Rhyno has like short, stubby arms, and while they got the stubby, these are like the biggest arms that Mattel has. I don't even know who else has these monstrous arms. So it does look a little goofy, but I gave him small shoulders because he doesn't have like beefy shoulders. He is an oddly shaped man. And I think that like the arm swaps I did look a little better. It's not, I don't love it. It's not perfect, but what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to repaint it so that it's all black. And then I have these decals to put on him. I mean, his look has never really changed. He's always had the black singlet. He's always had a design on it. He's been in WWE, ECW. He's been in TNA or Impact. I mean, he's been around. He has quite the career. And I don't think anyone really thinks of Rhyno as like a legend. Maybe people do, but the man's been around. The man has staying power, and I'm never gonna hate on that. I really wanted to fill out my ECW roster, and I do have more ECW customs coming down the line. I got some head casts. I've got decals already waiting for me. So I know that I have ECW customs. I just not gonna tell you guys yet what I've got coming. So I'm gonna do this Rhyno. I'm gonna repaint him. Gonna get those decals on, and we will have the last ECW champion in our collection. All right, here we go. The master of the GORE. We've got ECW Rhyno, and I do have the Elite 51 Rhyno. I've had a couple of them come through my collection, and I've used them for some customs, but I was excited to have this other Rhyno fall into my collection to where I could make an ECW, like an original ECW attire, even though really the updated Rhyno I think would fit fine in any collection. I am gonna need one now for when he came to WWE, one of his invasion attires, but that'll be down the road. I'll get to that eventually. I really would like to just knock out a bunch of ECW originals. So both of these I've made modifications to. Obviously they're the same base figure. I'm gonna bring them close. So I did use it's the same head, but on this one, I cut it a little bit. I cut the hair back. So you can see like on the sides, like right here, I cut it a little bit. And then like on both sides, I cut it because like, actually, I might have even shaved it down on this one a little bit too. For some reason, the hair on them came like way over the head, and it looked like a helmet more than it looked like hair. And then also the arms. So on the custom Rhyno, my ECW one, I actually use like the small shoulders, which you can tell. So I use like the small shoulders on my ECW one, and I really like how that turned out because he has like short, stubby arms, and I think that it just fits better. They gave him these gigantic arms, and I don't even, like I said, I don't even know who else uses these arms. Like the biceps and the forearms are just gigantic, and with those little shoulders, I feel like it represents his like weird stocky body better. And then on the other one, I used the Triple H. I used some shoulders from a Triple H figure, and even that looks better than what they originally had. What they originally had, they had some colossal shoulders that like were so big they were too tight to even turn. I don't know, like I can't believe someone looked at that and said, yeah, let's release this. It got a lot of flack when it came out, and rightfully so. I'll probably end up putting on little shoulders on the other one as well, because I think that just looks way better. And I don't love those arms, but going through some of the ones I had, I kind of thought those ended up being the best option to give him that kind of look. See, it's just such a weird, like, he's built like a brick. Like, he's just square. And I just think that's represented well in these figures. But I have a couple more comparisons. I have some of his extreme roster mates. We've got the custom RVD that we just completed. And then, let's see, where did he go? We've got the Submission Machine. We've got Taz as well. And like I said, there's so many more ECW guys I want to do. I've got a Tommy Dreamer I want to finish, Sandman, Steve Corino, Chris Candido. I mean, you name it, I'm going to try and get everyone. Axel Rotten. Everyone that I can, I'm going to try and get a head cast, get some of their old Toy Biz figures, however I need to get a head scan that I think accurately represents them, I'm going to do, and I'm going to get as much ECW guys as I can. That is going to wrap up Work in Progress Wednesday for today, though. Please like, share, and subscribe, all of that business. And remember, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy figures. Figure Dude, out.